Hi everyone, welcome to another video. Today I wanted to share with you guys my lasagna recipe. It's pretty simple, so I hope you guys try it at home. It's 1 pound of ground beef. I don't use any other meat in it, just ground beef is fine. Oil, you're gonna need Parmesan cheese, ricotta cheese, and this is 16-ounce container, so it's gonna be perfect for this amount. And you get about 9 to 12 pieces. And then we have 1 egg, and I'm gonna use Monterey Jack cheese that I had in the fridge. I love this kind of cheese. And oven ready lasagna. That's the secret here. I love it because it like cuts out the extra step of boiling it. And my usual condiments here, or seasonings I mean, pepper, garlic, onion powder, salt. And this is the one I'm going to use, the container, to make the lasagna, or the pan. So I'm going to get started on the meat. Today I'm going to be using vodka sauce. I've heard really good things about it and I wanted to try it. It's actually really good. I usually use Rao's, but this one is actually really good. I might just keep buying it. These are the 4 condiments that I usually put in my meats. And while that's cooking up, let's get the cheese going for the lasagna. So, gotta wash my hands there after I touch the egg. Are you guys like that too? Okay, so the egg, it's gonna be 1 egg, and you're gonna salt and pepper it and whisk it. And as I'm doing this, I did want to say that I have the meat going and browning with all the seasonings. There you go. So we're just whisking it here, mixing it up with the salt and pepper. And I'm gonna add the ricotta cheese. I've made it with and without ricotta cheese. I've liked it both times, but I do think the cheese, this kind of cheese, gives it a little bit more volume. Oops, something happened with my camera there. But yeah, gives it a little bit more volume, and it makes it a little thicker, and it's more traditional, of course. So whatever you guys want to do, if you guys want to leave it out, you can do that, and just instead of this cheese, just do your other melting cheese. So I put a little bit of Parmesan in it as well. And if you had shredded mozzarella or shredded melting cheese, you could put it in there too, but I don't want to shred my cheese. I'll show you guys in a second what I'm gonna do. So now that my meat is browned and it's good to taste, I'm gonna mix it in with the vodka sauce, or any spaghetti sauce that you like. And this is the instructions to make this lasagna. So I always go off the box because I don't want to, kind of wing it. So it says there to preheat the oven to 375, and then it's going to cook for 55 minutes. So that's pretty much it. So once the sauce is ready, the meat sauce, you're pretty much ready to assemble the lasagna. So you want to oil the pan really good on all the sides so it doesn't get, nothing gets stuck. And then you want to put the meat sauce on the first layer, just a little bit. You don't want to put a whole lot, but just a little bit to make it to start off, you know what I mean? And so here are the pieces. They look just like the regular pieces from lasagna that you boil. But, if you get the oven ready, you don't have to boil it. You just have to. But it has to say oven ready, you guys. I've never tried it another way. So I'm going to use 2 boxes because so 1 box gives me 1 lasagna, and then it has some left over, and then I open another box. So right now I have 2 halves of 2 boxes. Does that make sense? So I'm just going to mix it. I'm just going to put it together and it'll be perfect. But if you were to buy all the ingredients, you just need 1 box. You don't need 2. And you're going to have some left over as well. Okay, so this is the cheese. I'm gonna put that one on first because I don't like to like mix up the cheese and the sauce, and I don't like any of that mess. So this is how I assemble it, and it turns out really good. So the cheese here has, you know, the raw egg, and it's has salt and pepper, so it has a good taste already. So once it's all coated, you add some meat sauce. And I did let the meat sauce simmer for, you know, about 20 minutes. You can even let it simmer even longer than that, like even 30, 40, 50 minutes. The longer you let it simmer on low, I've heard that the taste is better, but I didn't have that kind of time today. So I put the Monterey Jack, and like I said, I didn't like to shred it because I don't have time for that. So I just put the cheese on there in chunks, and then you want to sprinkle some Parmesan cheese. Remember that the Parmesan cheese is salty, so you want to be careful because sometimes I add way too much cheese on there and it's kind of salty. So if you're not into that, you want to just cut back a little bit on the Parmesan. So here, when they don't fit, I just crack them or like break them. There you go. So I'm gonna add another layer of that one cheese, the ricotta cheese mix, and I'm gonna just coat it really good. And if you would like to add something else to your meat sauce, I've seen people add sausage or a lot of veggies, or make it a veggie pasta or lasagna. You could do that. I just kind of want to give you guys my take on lasagna. I don't really stray away from this recipe because the kids like it. Sometimes I want to add like mushrooms and hide some carrots, zucchini in there, you know, for them to get some more veggies, because they're not that fond of veggies. But I always back out in the end because I feel like if they don't want it or if they don't eat it, then I don't want to make them something else, you know. So better safe than sorry, I guess. So here goes. After the meat sauce, you want to layer on there your melting cheese and then your Parmesan again. So it's pretty repetitive. So now I'm gonna do the last layer of pasta. And I'm looking and I'm seeing I don't have enough, but it doesn't really matter because I have all these little random pieces. And at this point, I think I already layered it 3 times, so it should be pretty good. But like I said, if you are gonna, you know, make this recipe, you just need 1 box, and you're actually gonna have some left over, which then again you can use for another time and so on. That's what happened with me. So that's what's going on here. All right, so here goes the last layer of meat that we're gonna use. And I mean, I've been making it so long that I don't really have leftovers, and I don't think you probably won't either. I mean, I hope not. As far as like leftover meat or leftover, you know, ricotta cheese, it all just kind of went in there. So there goes all the sauce and some Parmesan cheese, and don't forget your melting cheese. Like I said, I use the Monterey Jack. I really like that one, and it goes in the oven for 55 minutes. And there it is, guys. It was perfect. Like, it's not hard or raw or anything like that. It just tastes like regular lasagna. So I love it. And there's a picture of it with like my broccoli. The kids really liked it too. Isaac loves it. Ada loves it. My husband loves lasagna. So it came out really good. I'm sure a lot of you guys already know about, you know, oven ready pasta. But when I found out about it, I was like, oh, this is perfect for me. And I've never gone back ever since. Like, I don't use the other kind of pasta for it. So if you did know, give me a like, and if you like this video, give me a like. Comment down below if you liked it, if you have any questions or anything. Subscribe, and I'll see you guys on our next video. Bye guys.